Tick.
Let us get ready to welcome to our couch of courage, Emtee and A-Reece. Wow, what an entrance, eh? Oh my word. Guys, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here today. Remember, guys, hashtag Music Friday. We want to trend today and send all your questions to Emtee as well as A-Reece. Now, I'm going to start off with you, Emtee. Dude, you stepped into the industry. 2015 was big for you. Did you expect it to go this cray-cray? And when did all of this start for you, being a rapper?
Firstly, I started in 2001. I was in grade 1. I think as soon as I knew how to read and write was the time I decided to write my own music. And I've never ever, pictured myself as this person right now. But I've always kind of had an idea of where I want to go, So it just goes to show, man, that it's timing, it's God's timing and it's not man's timing, you know what I'm saying? So,
and I think also just being excellent behind the scenes and not waiting for that shine, just working on your craft, constantly making it good.
True,
Now, something you worked on really hard was obviously Roll Up. Well, I think you worked hard. I don't know if you worked hard, but it was the... How many of you guys love Roll Up? You received so much love for Roll Up. Like, were you expecting it to get this big to the extent that AKA and Wizkid, they're like, I finna jump on this ish, like...
Nah, I didn't expect it to be this big, man, because, well, I was trying something out in the studio. I had heard this beat, it sounded good. Ralph, my producer, was making it, and I was like, yo, give me the speed, man. I want to try something, And I wasn't happy with what came out. Because it was rushed. In like an hour and a half, we had a complete song, But I wasn't happy, But my producer, he's a wise guy. So he was like, yo, man, let's release it as it is, as pure and raw as it is. Let's hear what people are going to say. And they responded. Look now. Kaboom.
Nice. And you received all the love. Now, you know what? You've joined by A-Reece today. A-Reece, you are so special that we have another mic for you today. There you go. A-Reece, now, when did you get into this game? How old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Sure, and how long have you been rapping for? You've put out an EP, you have singles. For a young person, that's pretty big. Where do you get the time?
Been rapping for like plus minus 10 years, I could say.
Yeah.
I started writing music in the 4th grade, but I actually started recording music in the 8th grade, right? It's all because of my older brother, man. He exposed me to a lot of hip-hop, a lot of underground hip-hop, a lot of hip-hop. Just that. So yeah, I always wanted to do what he does, but better.
Yeah.
So when he started rapping, I was like, I'm gonna get it too.
Besides your brother, who are your other mentors in the rap game?
Nobody anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody anymore.
Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. And now, the song that you guys collaborated on was Couldn't.
Yes.
Tell us about the song. How has it been received by the public?
It's exceptionally well.
And you guys are going to be performing that for us a little bit later on, so guys, stay tuned,
Yeah, for sure. How it all started, right? I was with my DJ, Chris Houdini, and we were at a corner close to my crib late at night. We were talking about, our next move, all that. So he was like, yo, why don't you send an email to Ambitious Entertainment since we're a new and upcoming label, you know what I mean? And they got like these underground cats putting them on and all that. So I sent all my content to Ambitious Entertainment. And the next day, actually, they set up a meeting. And after that meeting, they gave me a beat, which is the Couldn't beat. They were like, can you do something on this beat? And I was like, yeah, for sure. So I took a weekend to write all 3 verses. And then I had a hook initially, my hook. But it wasn't, it didn't sound really, you know what I mean? Emtee heard the song. God bless this guy, man. He did what he had to do, and Couldn't is now Couldn't because of him, actually.
Sure,
I could say. I'm grateful.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Now, guys, you also watched the Metro FM Awards. Did you see what our brother here? What did he? He just went and took everything and everything. 4 awards, dude. Were you even expecting that?
Nah, not at all, man. For me, I was just excited about being, nominated. For me, I was more appreciative of the fact that I'm at the ceremony.
Yeah.
I've never been at an award ceremony such as the one that I was at. So even my parents were there. So I was just, there to be entertained.
Yeah.
And then things just turned around. I was very, very surprised. Like, whoa, what's happening? Then one after the other. I'm like, oh, okay.
Sure.
This is how it is. And I'm really, really grateful, for people who voted for me. The people out there that really gave me those awards. You know?
Awesome. Well, you know what, guys? Stay tuned. We have some questions on live chat. They're going to be in the building, and I actually urge you guys to follow us on YouTube, guys. We've filmed something amazing with them, guys, and we'll check it out next week. But right about now, Anum, so what do we have going?
What we have right now is information that we are, of course, trending. Hashtag Music Friday. Thank you to you guys and everyone else in the world. All right, cool. So we have a first question here from, and this one, of course, is for Emtee. It's at @Tingly_Anigish at Hectic9 and hashtag Music Friday. Who was Emtee before Roll Up? Where were you and what were you doing?
I was doing the same thing I'm doing. Like immediately after high school, I kind of deprived myself of tertiary education and furthering my studies because of circumstances back at home. So I've always been, you know, the studio guy. I'm always at the studio, whether I'm recording or not. Just being in that environment, you know, kind of helped me grow, you know. So yeah, man, I've always been making music. You know, I haven't changed, you know.
But definitely, and I'm going through a couple of questions here. I can't find one. No. I just have yeah. Oh, here's one. Last question. Ali_Tisana. I love the show, guys. I would like to ask Emtee. There's a question here from Ali, and she's asking, when is the second album dropping?
It could be any time, man. It could be tomorrow. You know, like, like I've over 200 songs I've made, you know, since I started recording. So
What about timing?
you know, I can release it anytime. Like for example, Per Tusi was made before Roll Up. You know?
Yeah.
But Roll Up was released first, and it's bigger. You know? So anytime, man, I can release anytime. I'm a
They must
surprise
just keep
kind of guy.
watching, eh?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Be
guys,
on the
thank you
lookout.
so much. They are going to be performing that single Aries as well as Emtee. Couldn't after the break. Make sure that you stay tuned. Check you on the flip.
Hectic.